All right, on to the next topic. Is IPOB politically beneficial to the Igbos? The Apex Igbos Social Political Organization, the Ohaneze Ndigbo, has disclosed that the separatist activities of Nnamdi Kanu, who is leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, yes, the proscribed IPOB, would jeopardize the chances of the Southeast region producing the president of Nigeria come 2023. Deputy President General Ohaneze Ndigbo, Dim Uche Okuku, said Kanu's directive that his followers should not participate in voters' registration and destroy their PVCs would adversely affect the chance of the Igbo producing the nation's next leader to succeed President Muhammadu Buhari. He insisted that Igbos are peace-loving people who are always willing to live in harmony with other Nigerians. And he went on to say marginalization has a way of producing results, and you will agree with me that majority of the people are poor and marginalized. When you tell them what they want to hear, these poor marginalized people will follow you. But Nnamdi Kanu is not getting it right because he has subscribed to violence as a way and has not limited it to Igbo leaders. He went on and on, appealing to the Nigerian people and saying that nobody should mirror the Igbos through the actions of the IPOB. All right, so gentlemen, let's talk. I want to start from an Igbo man. This is your agenda.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about the Igbos, the Igbos and the IPOB, the benefits, and also how does decisions made by a proscribed group from an Igbo origin will actually affect how forward moving, I don't know how to put it, how the Igbos will perform politically.
Let me start by telling you that Nnamdi Kanu never set up IPOB for political purposes. This is just a criminal organization.
Criminal?
Now, of course. Look, I gave you the document. Check the registration. When you ask them, they tell you IPOB is registered, it's registered. It's registered in the UK as what? IPOB Worldwide Limited.
As a company?
A private company, everything. And he is a person with significant control, PSC, in the company. So let me tell you what is happening here. The Southeast politicians, they are like one of the most vicious in Nigeria, and I can prove it. These are people that don't have a VAT. When you go to the north, you have a very sizable population that you can gather now. You gather like 100,000 people, and not up to 1,000 of them can boast of 1 million naira in their accounts. But I can tell you, you gather Igbos that way, you will find that so many people here, everywhere. What does that tell you? That there are things the Northerners are doing that we are not even doing that. Those is like the ground has been prepared for the governors to work. Now, they see in Nnamdi Kanu an excuse to not perform. They go and check.
When you say they, who are we referring to?
I mean the political class.
Okay, all right.
People
just to be clear.
The people that wield power in the Southeast, the governors, their financiers, their political benefactors, the other people that arrange things for them, because you have political players that you don't even know. They are not commissioners, they are not governors, but they wield so much power. Yeah. Now, what they are doing is this. They will be using this thing to fool our people. Oh, the road is bad. This and that. We are talking about a state road. That is bad, but you are telling people to wait until Biafra comes for them to get a good life, a good road and all those things. Now, where are they hearing that story? It's just from Nnamdi Kanu. Now, when they don't get any pushback from the political leaders, they will assume that what he's saying is true. And my people are not politically savvy. We Igbos are politically illiterate. Business will finish it. Any other thing you talk, but politics, we mortgage our politics to a certain group of people. And in that group, when you look at them now, you find former 419ers. I mean, fraudsters, known fraudsters in there. Now, what they are doing is this, to fool the people with this. Hey, we are going to get to Biafra, this and that. And no one asks about the monthly allocations that are coming in. So, and now watch how most of them want him to be freed. Even though he called for the killing of law enforcement agents. During SARS, I can give you the broadcast, everything. They want him because his absence would mean that the people in just a small time will start coming after them because their eyes will open. Their eyes will open. This guy has created a constituency of delusional people who don't even know how getting a new country is. I feel offended.
You know, I'm looking for the English word to describe how I feel. I'm confused. That is coming from someone. I thought the whole Biafra IPOB ideology was a collective, agreement by the Igbo people.
No,
isn't it?
You don't get the pushback from the other side because if you speak, I'm telling you, they will kill the person. They've been killing people. They'll be intimidating people. Do you know how many times they've called my parents just to try to get me to stop? Do you know how many death threats I've been getting? Of course, they know they can't do anything to me. When they see that you are willing to match their violence and even exceed it, they run away from you. This is what they do.
But then why does IPOB, a proscribed group, still wield so much power?
They don't wield too much power. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. When you see all the places they are thriving in the Southeast, go and check the political class of that state. Their hands are in it. Each and every one of them. And if you check the places they are, you can hardly see Nnamdi say anything about the governor because the left hand is washing the right one. Let me explain to you. Now in other states, Aba, what used to be the commercial hub, the industrial hub of West Africa, go there, everything finished. No road, nothing at all. But you don't hear them talk about other state governor. Why? Those people are just playing a blind eye to what they are doing, to their activities. So now, when they are doing all those things, and people, when you look at it, even your governor is not saying anything about it, your senator is not saying anything about it, ordinary people would now feel they will have these aversions before coming public with it, because one, you may die. Not that you may die, you will die, especially if you live in the East. If you live in the East, you are going to die. Now, let me get to the national aspect of it, the Igbo political future. Whatever chance Igbos would have in 2023 died a long time ago, and IPOB caused it.
Really?
You can't be on, okay, now, in Igbo land, you have 5 states. And Igbo people in Nigeria, when you go, this Lagos now you're talking about now, when you remove Lagosians from Lagos State, then some few Yorubas, the highest number of people we have are Igbos. You go to Port Harcourt, majority of people apart from the indigenous are Igbos. You go to Jos, the same thing. You go to Abuja, the same thing. Now ask yourself, why are these people not using this population to drive the national agenda? Or to bargain? That is because our leaders, our political leaders, have nothing like Igbo agenda. Igbo agenda is what you get every 4 years. Whenever it's election, whenever there is election around the corner, they will start saying it's making noise. And they are not doing it that they love their people or they are bringing anything. No, it is just for them to get money from the other people. And they will just sell.
Thank you, Mr. Fuego. Wow. This is nerve-wracking. You know, all the things I've heard. Okay.
When you want to rule Nigeria, even if you get all the votes in the Southeast, you are going nowhere. Now, majority of the votes come from the North. And this guy spent years demonizing people because of their tribe, their religion, and everything. Now, if you are, let's just be realistic, unless there is a very strong thought force that comes up before the 2023 election. Being realistically speaking, if you are the APC or PDP national chairman, why would you give an Igbo man your ticket, knowing very well that what people perceive as the flag bearer of the Igbo political agenda is against the whole people that will give you the vote?
Thank you, Mr. Fuego. Maybe you help us answer this. Who wants to go? Mr. Adibero.
Well, I'm not surprised about Igbo play their politics. It's not today. For some of us that read how different descent of Nigeria really came to be, Igbo come from acephalous government. That was the reason why when colonial masters, when they came, they succeeded in the north because of the indirect rule. They will rule them through their emir. They partially succeeded here in Yoruba land because majority of those colonial masters you are going to bring, they study together, they are well exposed. So what they just have to do, they have to use a minimum of force. But in the East, they failed. What made them fail is that there is no centralized head. From that period till that time, those people that are clamoring now, in 2003, when Olubejo Ojukwu contested, how many people
he lost his poll? He lost his polling unit.
That one is one. Then two, look at the governors. Especially governors that are collecting any 30% derivation, this ecological fund. How fair have they done to their people? Can we say that majority of all these governors, they are popular in their states? The reason why IPOB is still thriving on is because majority of all those political class, they are not popular. They are not popular. Then another thing again is that a situation in which you cannot call, you don't have elders. When I mean elders, not elder by financial standard, that will say, come. For a situation, that was a friend that was fighting with his wife. And the wife called me. Your friend said I should not enter. I should not enter. And I was not in Lagos. I said, you know what you are going to do for me? He said I should not even try to enter house or else. So I said, you know what you are going to do? Do you know my house? He said, no. Let me give you address. Go to my house. But let it make it in the night. When you see my wife, tell her to give you any of my car. When you get to your house, don't even stay far away. Baba Lagbaja, they said I should give you this car. Leave the rest. He will kill me. And when she got there, she gave the cap. Immediately collect the cap like this. Just wave his head like, and just bend his head. And they slept together. They didn't talk. On the third day when I came to Lagos to come and settle the matter. In Igbo, there is no superior head that you can call. Come here. What you are doing is not good for us. It's not good for our people.
There are people. Let me tell you something.
What I mean is that what I mean, not they have. I mean single-handed one.
Understand? See, I'm agreeing with you. See the thing here. Those elders you are expecting to call him are actually the ones using him.
That is what I'm saying.
So not that if you don't have the elders, they are giving him open and tacit support.
I want to hear one voice at a time.
Supposed to sit down, that everything will happen, and they will call you. Come, don't do this. Then another thing again is this. I do tell people, Igbo people, they are those people that are supposed to cherish most in Nigeria. True. Because of the enterprising nature. True. But the problem they have is this, the way they play their politics. In politics, you don't have permanent enemy. But they play in such a way that, okay, when Obasanjo was there from 1999 to 2007, he's not good. He doesn't like, you created a fence against him during his 8-year tenure. When Yar'Adua came in 2 years, that won't give a succor to the Niger Delta. Because of that, Niger Delta people a little bit, but you created that particular fence. Then, when you now have somebody finishing his own tenure, now it is Buhari, you are now fencing. Let me tell you one thing about Nigeria. Nigeria is so divided with ethnic groups. There are some certain people in the north, when you say anything evil like this, they don't want to hear. But they are using the tire being sent to their place by Igbo. They are using the motor parts being sent from Aba down to their place. They are using it all. So the wheel will just divided. What they have to do now is this. 2023 is not far away. But what the first thing they have to do, the governors, they have to ask themselves some certain questions. From 1999, are you going to talk about Shimaro Namani? Are you going to talk about all of? Are you going to don't even go to Aba? The first road we are talking about, I lived in 125 road for 4 years. That road was every year it used to be part of budget and will not be that. And today, the last month of that I went there, that road was still the same way.
And the governor said he spent 6 billion.
For a very long time. The first time I entered that market like this, I praise God that with this kind of market, I'm talking about before 1999, that this is a market that if it's well planned, everything is in there. I'm telling you, the world will marvel. But the politicians in the East, they need to look at themselves and tell them the truth.
One more thing on that, the President Buhari, they are insulting. Built an independent power plant there. True. But no road, nothing, security, zero. When you are talking about kidnapping in the southeast now, do you know when it started in Aba? At a point they were kidnapping people for 20,000 naira. It became that comic. If not for the bloodshed, it would have been the best comedy we have seen. The best comedy we have seen. All those places you go there, everything that has to do with the state government is dead. Now, have you seen why those people will not want the ordinary masses to know what's going on. That's why they will direct them to this Biafra nonsense, so, knowing very well that it is a road to nowhere. So you have to hold it until after 8 years you go, you hand over to another, and they'll be shouting Biafra, Biafra, knowing that it will never come. So there is no attack from you whatsoever from your own people.
This is so sad. You want to add something quickly?
I want to appreciate the fact that there are young minds that begin to look at issues logically and critically outside ethnic bias. Because what some of our elders have not been able to accept is to really narrow down the truth, irrespective of their ethnicity. And I'm happy that we are having young minds that are not only vocal but also very logical in terms of reasoning going forward. The problems have been analyzed. I just want to make my position as far as the solutions is concerned. Honestly speaking, when what's the name of this former chief Dasuki? When Dasuki was picked up, Dasuki, if you look at the dynasty of the Dasuki, as far as the north is concerned, he's
from a very strong family.
Very strong family.
No, he's from a
very strong family. But you see, the elders in the north did not go to meet the government. That the government, no, I'm talking about public. Everybody does that. Everybody.
That one is different, but
that's different. That's different. I need to make a position. See, there are ways I can lobby you to do certain things for me without me making you feel like I bribed you to
or
do
pressuring him.
I don't know, or not make you feel sad and make people feel you are really unreasonable if you didn't do it for me. That's it. But let me paint my pictures very well. Honestly, I can also mention top people from other ethnic that have been picked up. You see the way the traditional rulers are going about the release of Igbo. You will not know they are doing it though. Yes. It's just like they are doing this. I can mention top names, but the truth is that it is different from you seeing them at the forefront or at the front of the media or now making someone demonizing others from the same tribe that do not see reasons with them. So now what I'm trying to say is that, see, we can make mistakes, but let us accept that mistakes are made across all ethnic lines, across all. And for us to now go forward, we the young ones must accept that we must forgive the past. But we must now begin to hold our leaders accountable. See, until we as young people see that provided he's my governor, provided he's my senator, I should be able to ask him questions irrespective of the fact that he comes from my village. Until when our politicians begin to see that.
And please let me add to what you are saying.
All right.
1 minute, please. When you are talking about elders, those people you are seeing are just people who've been old in politics, and we don't consider them elders. Let me explain to you. The real Igbo elders, diplomats, bureaucrats, people that work in the civil service and all those things. If you check the entire Igbo political bloodstream, you can't find them, or just a few. After Just Night 8, what happened in Just Night 8? Our people came back and started killing each other. It was so bloody. As people, the Southeast was the bloodiest. Then we know what happened in Enugu State. Then in every state, they started killing people. Now all those good ones now withdrew. They left it for all these middle-aged criminals, and those middle-aged criminals, 1999
name calling.
now they are 70-something.
Name calling.
No, I'm telling you. Sorry, I'm sorry for that using that word, but I'm telling you, all those people you are seeing, we don't count them as elders.
All right. I wish we had more time to go on and on about this. We'll bring back this conversation another time, because this issue of a Southern presidency come 2023, we know it's been passed around for quite a lot, and the year is almost over. From next year, the politics is going to be heated up and all that. So I'm sure that they deserve it, but we'll come back and talk about Southern presidency, all right, on another edition of